Before you scroll, hear this carefully. Two souls are pulling on your heart right now, and one of them is hiding something that could change everything you thought you knew. This is not random. This is not your imagination. If you have been feeling confused, restless, emotional for no clear reason, there is a reason for it. One person carries a love that feels calm, honest, and safe. The other carries feelings too, yes, but they are wrapped in silence, fear, and a secret that cannot stay buried much longer. Stay with me, because what is coming to light will explain the strange dreams, the mixed signals, the heavy energy, and the moments when your spirit felt pulled in two directions at once. You are closer than ever to the truth, and when it arrives, it will not destroy you, it will free you. So do not leave yet, because the next part may speak directly to what your heart has been trying to understand all along. My dear soul, there are two people who care for you more deeply than you know. One thinks of you in the quiet hours, when the world has gone still, and only honest feelings remain. Your name lives softly in their heart. Their love does not shout. It does not demand attention. It moves like a prayer in the dark, gentle and steady, as if your peace matters more to them than their own desire. The other person feels drawn to you too, but their energy is different, stronger, more restless, harder to read. They look at you with emotion, yet behind that look is something unspoken, something they have tried to hide behind charm, smiles, timing, and half-truths. You have already sensed this split, haven't you? One connection feels warm and familiar, almost like coming home. The other feels magnetic but heavy, exciting but unsettling, impossible to ignore, and yet impossible to fully trust. Stay with me, because this matters. These are not two equal loves. One is aligned with your peace. The other is tied to a lesson. One soul wants to protect your heart. The other wants your heart, but carries a truth they are afraid you will discover. And very soon, they may not be able to hide it anymore. Lately, your spirit has been picking up signs before your mind could explain them. That is why your sleep has felt strange. That is why a random name, face, memory, or emotion has returned when you least expected it. This is not just emotion, this is energy. One soul has been reaching toward you in silence, sending calm, asking for your good, hoping life will be kind to you, even from a distance. The other has also been reaching for you, but their energy brings noise, uncertainty, and pressure, because what they feel is mixed with what they fear. Listen closely now. One sends peace. The other sends confusion. One blessing settles softly over your spirit. The other pulls at your emotions and leaves you wondering why your mood shifts so quickly. That is your sign. That is your inner wisdom speaking. And if this feels personal, stay until the end, because what comes next will help you see more clearly. There is a revealing moment getting closer. A moment where words, behavior, timing, and truth will no longer match the old illusion. What has been hidden is preparing to step into the light, and you will not need to force it. It will happen on its own. That is why your heart has been restless. It already knows something is about to change. There will be a moment soon, maybe in a message, a phone call, a chance meeting, or one sentence spoken without thinking, when the balance shifts. Watch carefully. The person whose love is real will calm your spirit without trying too hard. Their words will feel simple but honest. Their presence will not make you guess. It will not make you chase. It will not make you question your value. But the one with the hidden truth will reveal themselves in another way, a slip in their story, a strange reaction, a silence that says more than their words, a nervous smile, a look they cannot hold, something small, yet impossible to ignore. Stay with me, because this part is important. The truth does not always arrive with thunder. Sometimes it enters quietly and changes everything anyway. You may see them over-explaining. You may notice them trying too hard to control the mood. You may feel a sudden weight in the room, as if their spirit knows it has run out of places to hide. And when that happens, do not panic. Do not chase answers. Do not beg for clarity. Let truth show its own face. You have done enough searching. Now clarity is coming to find you. And when it does, you will understand why certain doors stayed closed, why certain feelings never brought rest, and why your spirit kept asking for something deeper than attraction alone. The one meant for you has a different kind of energy. Their care is not built on fear of losing you. It is built on sincerity. They do not love you only when it is convenient. They do not move close only when they feel you pulling away. Their feelings do not need performance to prove they are real. You will know them because your heart softens around them instead of bracing for pain. With them, love feels safe enough to breathe in. There is no exhausting guessing game, no constant decoding, no emotional storm dressed up as passion. And yes, stay with me here, because this may be the line you needed to hear today. Love was never meant to make you feel lost inside yourself. It was meant to bring you back to yourself. The false connection taught you endurance. It taught you how deeply you can care, how long you can hope, how much confusion your heart can survive. But the true connection will teach you something even more powerful. Peace. Peace that does not feel boring. Peace that does not need drama. Peace that stays. The soul that is truly for you may have been quiet, patient, unseen for a season, but that does not mean they were absent. Sometimes real love waits until confusion has exhausted itself. Sometimes what is genuine approaches slowly, so it can arrive clean, honest, and ready. The other person, the one carrying the hidden truth, is already feeling the pressure of what is coming. They may act normal on the outside, but inside, something is shaking. They know the story cannot remain controlled forever. They know that when truth steps forward, their image may crack, and that is why their energy has become unstable. One moment warm, the next distant. One day sweet, the next strange. One conversation full of feeling, the next full of avoidance. You have felt the inconsistency, even if you tried to excuse it. You have tried to understand them. You have tried to be fair. You have tried to give the benefit of the doubt. But now your spirit is moving into a season where excuses will no longer feel holy. Discernment will. Stay with me, because this is where your power returns. You are not being asked to become cold. You are being asked to become clear. There is a difference. You do not need to hate the one who hid things from you. You do not need revenge. You do not need to prove anything. Truth will do the work, and when it does, you will see that what felt like rejection was often redirection, what felt like delay was protection, and what felt like heartbreak was sometimes the breaking of illusion, so your heart could stop investing in what was never built on full honesty in the first place. In the coming days, you may notice your intuition becoming louder. Trust it. If a message arrives and your chest feels lighter, pay attention. If someone reaches out and your soul feels calm instead of tense, pay attention. If another person speaks and everything in you tightens, if your thoughts race and your peace disappears, pay attention. That is not weakness, that is wisdom. Your body often knows before your mind admits it. There is a reason one soul feels like still water while the other feels like a storm pretending to be love. Stay with me, because this next truth matters deeply. The one who is real will not need to trap you. They will not confuse you into staying. They will not use your compassion as cover for their secrecy. Their honesty will stand on its own. The hidden one, however, may begin to panic as they sense your eyes opening. They may overtalk. They may rush closeness. They may try to turn your attention away from what you are beginning to feel. But once your spirit wakes up, old tricks lose power. That is why this moment is sacred. Not because someone is about to lose access to you, but because you are about to stop abandoning your own peace for the sake of unfinished stories. And that is a turning point your soul has earned. There is also something beautiful happening behind what you can already see. While confusion has been trying to drain you, something higher has been arranging protection around you, quietly, gently. The true soul, the one whose heart carries no hidden agenda, has been growing too. They are learning how to meet you differently, how to come forward without fear, how to offer you love without games, without masks, without making you pay for wounds they never healed. This is why timing matters. If they had come too early, you might not have recognized the difference. If the truth about the other person had surfaced too soon, you might have doubted yourself and gone back into confusion. But now, something in you is stronger, more grounded, more awake. So stay with me, because the next chapter is not just about exposure. It is about alignment. It is about your heart being led away from emotional noise and towards something that actually nourishes you. Think about that. Not just desire, not just intensity. Nourishment, safety, sincerity, steadiness. The kind of love that does not keep you awake in pain, but allows you to rest. The kind of presence that does not make you feel smaller, but makes you feel more like yourself. That is what is being prepared for you now, even if only a small part of you is ready to believe it. Soon, a real conversation is coming. Not the kind built on guessing, but the kind that reveals what words have been trying to avoid. It may arrive when you least expect it. A late-night text, a sudden voice note, an honest look, an apology, a confession, or one simple sentence that lands in your spirit with the force of complete recognition. When that moment comes, breathe. You do not need to rush your response. Let your inner stillness lead. The soul that truly values you will not fear honesty. They may be emotional, yes. They may be vulnerable. They may even tremble, but they will not hide behind manipulation. Their truth will carry peace. Even if the moment feels intense, the other person will struggle differently. Their energy may feel scattered. Their explanations may sound polished, but not clean. Their eyes may tell a different story than their mouth. Stay with me now, because this is where many people miss the lesson. They listen only to words, but your spirit is being trained to read energy, consistency, and peace. One person will make you feel safe enough to relax into truth. The other will make you feel like you need to investigate, analyze, and rescue the connection. And that alone will tell you more than any speech ever could. Keep listening. The answer is not far from you now. Once the truth surfaces, something surprising will happen. Instead of breaking you, it will release pressure you have been carrying for too long. The fog will begin to lift. Your emotions will stop fighting each other. Your mind will grow quieter. You will start to see how many signs were already there. How many times life tried to pull you toward clarity. How many moments of discomfort were really messages asking you to pay attention. Stay with me, because this is the healing part. The ending of illusion is not the ending of love. It is the ending of confusion pretending to be love. What leaves your life now is not your blessing. It is the barrier standing in front of it. That is why you must not chase what truth is removing. Let it go with dignity. Let it go with trust. Let it go knowing that what is real does not need deception to survive. And while one bond begins to fade, another will become brighter. The right soul will not arrive like a performance. They will arrive like relief. You will notice the difference immediately. No pressure, no games, no strange heaviness after every interaction. Just a quiet, powerful knowing that this connection does not need to be forced. It simply fits. And after all the storms you have crossed, that kind of love will feel almost unreal at first. But it is real, more real than the chaos ever was. You are entering a chapter where your wisdom becomes stronger than your longing. That is a beautiful thing. There was a time when you might have chosen what felt intense just because it was intense. There was a time when mystery looked like depth, when inconsistency looked like passion, when mixed signals kept your heart tied to hope. But now you are changing. You can feel it, can't you? You want what is true, not just what is thrilling. You want what is clean, not just what is dramatic. You want the kind of love that does not need to be decoded every night. Stay with me, because this shift inside you is part of the miracle. The hidden truth coming out is not only about seeing another person more clearly, it is about seeing yourself more clearly too. You are not someone who must settle for half light and half love. You are not meant to live in emotional suspense. You are not here to keep proving your worth to someone who cannot show up honestly. The next season asks more from you, yes, but it also offers more, better love, better timing, better clarity, better rest, and the person who is truly aligned with you will not be threatened by your peace. They will protect it, they will honor it, they will add to it. That is how you will know the difference when the moment arrives, and trust me, it is arriving faster than you think. So when the sign appears, do not ignore it. When the truth reveals itself, do not explain it away. When your spirit feels calm with one person and unsettled with another, do not call that a coincidence. Call it guidance. Call it awakening. Call it the end of confusion. The heart that is honest will draw near with openness. The heart that is hiding will begin to fall apart under the weight of what it refused to face. And through all of this, you are being carried towards something gentler, truer, and more lasting than what you have known before. Stay until the very end of this message in your heart, because this is your confirmation. Two souls may have cared for you, but only one is able to love you without disguise. Only one can stand in the light. Only one can offer peace instead of performance. And when that soul steps fully into your life, you will understand why the waiting felt so long. It was not punishment. It was preparation. It was protection. It was the quiet shaping of your discernment so you would recognize real love when it finally stood before you. And now that moment is near, very near. Let the false chapter close. Let the true one begin. What is coming will not drain you. It will restore you. As this new chapter opens, you will begin to feel something you may not have felt in a long time. Ease. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because your heart is no longer trying to survive what it was never meant to carry. The honest soul will come closer in a way that feels natural. You will not need to force chemistry. You will not need to interpret silence like a puzzle. You will not need to shrink your standards to keep them near. Their care will be visible in small things, in how they speak, in how they listen, in how they remember what matters to you, in how their energy stays kind, even when life is hard. This is important, so stay with me for these final lines. Real love is not only about deep feeling, it is also about clean intention. It is about peace that remains even after the conversation ends. It is about truth that does not change shape depending on the hour. The other connection served its purpose. It taught you to notice the difference between attachment and alignment, between tension and devotion, between being wanted and being cherished. And now the lesson is ending. The reward is beginning. Let your heart stay open, but let your eyes stay clear. Let your faith stay strong, but let your boundaries stay wise. Because what is approaching now is not a repeat of the old pattern. It is a new experience, a better one, a sincere one, a love that does not beg to be trusted because its honesty speaks before its words ever do. And when you finally feel that peace settle over your spirit, you will know you were never forgotten, you were being led.